Hi, my name is Kevin from Orangeleaf Consulting, and for today's episode of Technically Speaking, we're going to explore the topic of security on Mendix. To help explain this further, let's use a simple clinic registration application to demonstrate how security is done on Mendix. Here we have the homepage that the doctor would see. As an admin, the doctor uses the app to register his patient visits, access the clinic's medical history, and manage their patients' accounts. As for the patients, all they can do is edit their names and view their medical history with the clinic. Currently, this is wrong, as I can see other patients' clinic visits, but don't worry, we'll fix this later in the video. So, how do we configure security on Mendix? To start, access the app security here. App security is where the developer can configure and set up user roles for the application. To see this, first set up the security level to production. Now, we can see the user roles. User roles are given to every user on the Mendix app. Each user role are granted module roles based on what the user role needs. For example, for the doctor user role, admin module roles has been granted to it. As for the patient user role, it has been given the user module role. As a rule, we should only provide access for modules when needed. Let's now go into the module security. In the module security pop-up, we can configure what module roles we want to set up. Here we have an admin role and a regular user role. In the page access tab, we can see what each module role is allowed to access. The same is true for the microflow access tab, as well as for the nanoflow access tab. Entity access allows control over whether the module role can create or delete objects and provide read or write access for attributes and their associations. For the patient user role, because the user module role doesn't have write access here, they are not able to edit these attributes. However, the doctor with the admin module role is allowed to edit. Another aspect of security is limiting access to data that is not associated with the user. Here I am logged in as a patient. However, when I access the medical logs, it shows me an entry for another patient. This is not correct. So let's fix this. First, let's go to the entity access rule for the user module role. We can now add an XPath constraint to limit what the user can access. We can use the Path to User button to navigate to the visits associated account. This automatically creates the XPath expression here. This expression constrains the user to only be able to access visits that are associated to their account. Alright, that should do it. Let's test it out. Now, if we access the medical history, I can only see medical records that belong to me. So as you can see, security on Mendix is quite easy to set up and configure. It is also important to note that Mendix security is compliant with the ISO 22301 standard. Alright, that's it for today. I hope today's episode helped you understand a little bit more about Mendix security. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.